Welcome. Today, let's see few almost crimes. 4 5 instances that relate to crimes. Let's talk about few crimes today. That one such crime is Puran Kumar, who found dead and police declared it is a suicide. He shot himself and is suicide. That's what actually police said. He committed suicide. But remember, just if I think a year or 2 years ago, there is a student called Rohit Vemula, and he also committed suicide in the Central University, a PhD scholar. That time it became a national-wide issue because few suicides are self-driven and few suicides are harassment or by harassment. This, I think, the Puran Kumar suicide, I think behind there is an harassment, the caste-based harassment. That's what according to this news. See, they found dead with gunshot wounds. IPS officer Puran Kumar was known for speaking up against caste bias. He was continuously talking about caste bias in his office. He complained to the officers about caste bias, and the harassment and the discrimination continued in his office. And then finally, he took his life. Then it's almost a murder, right? Why can't we call it as a caste-based murder? Some suicides are murders because there is a harassment behind that lead to these people to think to commit suicide. That's one kind of case which we can understand that. And there are a lot of administrative issues and caste bias he has been talking about. And Puran Kumar had raised questions against the allotment of official vehicles to senior officers, promotions granted to certain IPS batches, and also against his opponent to a non-cadre post. There are three questions he raised. One is about a vehicles allotted to senior officers. He is a senior officer. A vehicle is supposed to give a better vehicle, but because he says that because my caste is low, so they did not give me proper vehicle and they did not give me promotion. And a non-cadre post, they appointed him to a non-cadre post, and he says it's because of a caste, because of it is a caste discrimination. That's what he complained to the office. See, the Haryana cadre officer, IPS officer Y Puran Kumar, 52 years, who was allegedly found dead with a gunshot wound at his Sector 11 residence in Chandigarh Tuesday, known for his proactive interventions in various issues. This is most important here. See the proactive interventions in various issues related to administration, seniority, and right of officers. That's actually he actually in 2001 batch officer, and actually is from Andhra Pradesh. He was posted in Haryana, and he belonged to scheduled caste. He raised a few questions to the government. Is an engineering graduate in Haryana, is working as the Inspector General of Police IGP in Ambala and Rohtak. He worked, and now he is in Haryana. Let's go inside, and he is supposed to, I think, get retired 2033, and his service is there till 2033, and still has some around almost 5-6 years service. But why he found dead and why he shot himself? Definitely, let's go inside and read a few more details. See, this is the most important. This man discriminatory and selective allotment of official vehicles to IPS officers in Haryana. He wrote a letter to the State Chief Secretary TVS Prasad, and he urged him to look into this matter. And he was hurt because he was given a vehicle not according to his status and his sincerity and his position, and he says that it discriminatory because I belong to low caste. That's what actually he alleged. He wrote a letter to this chief secretary, and that's what according to the news. At that time, Kumar was the IGP telecommunications, also headed the state police dial 111 emergency response project. Last year, he raised questions about the promotions of IPS officers, and he also complained about promotions of IPS officers in 1997-2005 batch. He wrote a letter to Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini also. Even he wrote a letter to Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini. He alleged that it's illegal because they override the guidelines of the Union Ministry of Home Affairs based on solely in the concurrence of the Finance Department. That's what the allegation he has done it. And also he wrote a letter to the same Chief Minister Saini. He said on October 11, 2022, he had submitted a representation to then Additional Chief Secretary of the Home Department. He requested for officers of the 2001 batch be considered for DIG rank. He's supposed to get DIG rank, but he was not given that much, and he was given a low post according to the his letter to the Chief Minister. And these are all the allegations of caste bias, and he alleged the caste bias. He said for Kumar wrote that the representation was not redacted because he and his batchmate belong to the scheduled caste category. He also claimed that the state's home department even files that do not require legal opinions are unnecessary listen to legal officers, and they were given even the legal this one. And he says that he was being discriminated against based on the caste, citing that the IPS officer of the 1997 batch had their pay fixed in advance and were granted advance increments. There are so many allegations he has made that it's only because of his caste, is that the caste-based discrimination. He says that the harassment and humiliation against the senior officer in less than 2 months, and he wrote 2 objections to the committee. This is somewhat, he might have taken it as a humiliation, that's we can understand. And more surprisingly, his wife is Amnit P. Kumar. She is IAS officer. At present, she went to Japan along with the Chief Minister. See, look at these two people's career. The one person is continuously alleging that he did not give me a proper vehicle, he did not give me a proper rank, he did not give me a promotion, and you are supposed to give me a DIG rank, and all this you did not give me because I belong to low caste, and this kind of harassment. And he wrote many letters to Chief Secretary, Chief Minister, and many things he wrote. But the other side, the wife was given a proper maybe she doesn't have all these complaints because she traveled along with the Chief Minister to Japan. So this incident might be one reason that his harassment he has taken and the humiliation he has taken might be one reason that he committed suicide. That's what police said, that he committed suicide. But can we say that this, when someone went through a discrimination, went through an harassment behind in his official duties based on caste or whatever it may be, and then if he commits suicide and we say that it is a suicide or a murder, that you only should, right? You think that it is a murder or a suicide. That's about the Puran Kumar. And let's talk about few other things, that this is about our Bihar gawai who was attempted to throw a shoe on him by Rakesh yesterday, and it became an issue, we all know that. And then yesterday, this Patna Congress President Rajesh Ram, he cried yesterday when he was talking about him. He broke down according to this news. He says that I felt it was very painful to me, and then this is an insult to all Dalits. Maybe he broke down and he cried and the tears came out of his eyes when he was talking about Bihar gawai. Maybe he also belongs to Dalit community, otherwise why he will break down and why he cries and well tears comes out when he is talking about, he says that humiliation to all Dalits. I don't know his caste, but maybe he also belongs to Dalit community. This Bihar Congress President Rajesh Ram. is one thing that's painful, pain felt by all Dalits. Bihar Congress chief in tears over bid to attack Chief Justice B.R. Gawai. That's one thing we can see here. And the shoe hurled at CJ, and CJ's mother responded yesterday because her son was attempted to throw a shoe by Rakesh, and she said it leads to anarchy. This kind of things is not correct. That's what his Gawai's mother issued an anarchy warning. And responding to this incident, she said, I condemn the shoe throw at CJI. The Indian Constitution gives equal rights to all. But some people taking the law into their own hands behave in a manner that is disrespectful to India and can spread anarchy in the country. That's a warning given by the CJI's mother. This is about CJI. Let's see, there is one more controversy here also, one kind of Dalit controversy only. This is also in Telangana. The same within the Congress, two people were fighting. One is Panam Prabhakar. He is actually a BC leader, and he called another Dalit leader. His name is Adluri Lakshman, a buffalo. It seems that he said Lakshman is a buffalo, and he says that it is humiliation to my because I belong to lower caste, so you call me buffalo. That's another controversy here. Within the Congress, both are Congress. He is a Congress minister, he is a congressman, and both are calling one another buffaloes. This is a row in Telangana yesterday. He issued a statement, he issued a video saying that Panam Prabhakar should give me an apology because he called me buffalo. This one controversy. Of course, yesterday, Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge jointly issued a statement. They jointly issued a statement on this what's his name, a Dalit man who was lynched and was killed, right? And the Mallikarjun Kharge in joint statement after Dalit man lynched in Raebareli. This is what they wrote, I think on behalf of Rahul Gandhi, as it is a joint statement, and Mallikarjun Kharge has issued this statement. They have written that it's a grave crime against a Dalit man. Our country has a constitution that recognizes every individual faith. Let's see here. Our country has a constitution that recognizes every individual with a sense of equality. There is a law that grants equal status to the safety, rights, and expression of every citizen. What happened in Raebareli is a grave crime against the constitution of this country. It is a crime against the Dalit community and stain on the nation and society. That's what a joint statement issued by Rahul Gandhi and what's his name, Mallikarjun Kharge. The both people issued this joint statement about that Hari Om, who was lynched. But immediately the opposition, of course it's not opposition there, it's a ruling party. BJP is ruling party, and those people, they said Rahul Gandhi is turning it as an issue, turning this issue as a Dalit issue. Otherwise it is not Dalit issue, it is a thief issue. That's what they try to clarify. And they say that Rahul Gandhi, Congress and Rahul Gandhi find caste angle where none exists. Here is the truth about Hari Om Valmiki murder case and how opposition is spinning it. They have written an article saying that there is nothing to do with the caste here. And according to the news, that Hari Om is there was a rumor there as a drone thief group. There is a troop or a group suspected drone thief. They are using drones to steal the houses. There is just the nearby so many villages, there was a rumor. It's a rumor that some people are using drones. There is a group. What is that group? And they found this man, Hari Om, just walking on the road, and they found him and said that, are you the one who is using drones to steal the houses? He's already mentally unstable, that man. And immediately they called police. And police caught this man to the police station, taken to this cart, and they taken to the police station. There they inquired, and they said, no, this man I don't think this man is a suspicious man. Hariom is innocent and is mentally unstable. So I don't think he's thief. That's a declaration given by the police and left him. After police left him, he is walking in the road. Then the villagers caught him again because police left him. Again they caught him, they tied him, they beaten him to death. Then what we call it as? Then what we call it as then? And moreover, wherever this thief allegations, house stealing allegations comes, there's a suspected Dalit colonies. In many of the places, they think that Dalits are stealing all this. SC/STs are stealing all this. They suspect the Dalit colonies. It's one kind of casteism, right? Obviously, why they only this Hariom was suspected? Why Hariom was suspected? That's a fundamental question here. Few people, they wear suit, like me, wear suit and boot, and then they don't look like thieves. But many people who are wearing boot and suit, they're the bigger thieves than this. They're doing scams, political scams, mining scams, road scams, construction scams, financial scams. They're becoming crore-patis. 100 crores, 200 crores, 1000 crores, they do scam. They are not thieves. Someone who is walking on the road belonging to a Dalit colony is looking like a thief. So suspect him and kill him. What does that mean that? His body structure, his body behavior, and led to maybe suspect him as thief and kill him. That's right. And obviously, the people, poor people, the Dalits, Adivasis, they don't look beautiful. They don't look handsome. They don't wear boot and shoot and they walk on the roads. They're poor. They catch him and fight him. And they say he's thief and they kill him. That's what happened there. What Rahul Gandhi said is correct, that it is a caste. Indirectly, there is a caste issue there. See, here there is something called a tit for tat. There is a controversy going on in Trinamool Congress that a BJP leader was attacked by TMC activists, and he was wounded. Almost he was, he was bleeding. The BJP leader was attacked by these people, and that controversy was going on. But yesterday, the TMC released another video saying that an office was attacked by BJP backed goons. They released a video and saying that this is tit for tat, because our activists attacked BJP leader. Now the BJP leaders attacked our office. So this controversy was there yesterday. And there is another issue. This is another issue, that is syrup, cough syrup. We know that it's going on from many days. That the cough syrup issue is going on from many days. There is something called a doctor in Madhya Pradesh. Initially, they said there is some problem in the cough syrup, and 2 people died. Later, they said it is 4 people died, and later it reached to 7. Later it reached to 11. Later it reached to 17. Yesterday, it is 19 people died because of this cough syrup given by a doctor, and it is manufactured in Tamil Nadu by Madhya Pradesh group. And 19 children were killed with this cough syrup. It's a cold reef, a cough syrup called cold reef. Now the opposition says that if a poor man violates illegal issue or violates a law, if a poor man violates a law, you are using the bulldozers. You are going and hitting the houses of the poor people. And opposition says that now use the bulldozer and go and vandalize the, health minister's house. That's what they say. This is not just a negligence, it's corruption and commission. There must be judicial inquiry. When a poor man's house is demolished, see here, when the poor man's house is demolished over small violation, why not run a bulldozer on the house of the health minister who is responsible for these children deaths? 18 people died, and the health minister has given permission for that particular the cold reef cough syrup, and 19 people were killed. That's what opposition said yesterday about this. And there is a surprising thing. Another results today. I don't know all crime related issues. The news, and we know that this from last 1 week there is a suspicious death of Jubin Garg. You know, he was swimming in Singapore, and he was killed. And he died. And initially they thought that because he died naturally. It's a natural death because even while swimming, he just drowned and died. That's what actually initially thought. But family members at least that there is a suspicion, and definitely there is a conspiracy behind crime. This death. The police started doing investigation. They arrested few people, all these managers, organizers, the security guards, and they started investigating, and there is a breakthrough. That's what they said. The breakthrough is the security guard has transacted 1 crore in his bank account. That's a breakthrough. That means that this man was killed. There is the suspicion of the suspicion by the parents or maybe the relatives. It's maybe turning true because the Jubin Garg death case, SIT finds 1 crore transaction in Singer security guards accounts. This is a breakthrough. Now that means this is also not a natural death. This is also conspiracy behind even Jubin Garg. That's what we understood. Yesterday, of course, a Buddhist organization, they have written letter to the Prime Minister, whom they have written letter to the Attorney General of India. The Buddhist organization from Maharashtra, they written Attorney General because seeking action against these 2 people. There is a person called founder of Mission Ambedkar, Suraj Kumar Baud, Suraj Kumar Baud, his name. He wrote a letter to Attorney General. What is alleging is there is Aniruddhacharya Aniruddha Ram Tiwari. This person, Aniruddhacharya Aniruddha Ram Tiwari, just before trying to made an attempt to throw a shoe on CGI. Just before that he released a video saying that, giving threats to C.R. Gawai, that we attack on you because you humiliated Lord Vishnu. And the allegation of this Mission Ambedkar is because he released a video that will attack you, and Rakesh was influenced by his video, and then he attacked, so take action against him. That's what actually a letter written to Attorney General of India. So these are all the different news yesterday. Let's see. Thank you. Namaskar.